Welcome everyone, it's Dawn Duvall. I'm with Shall We Stamp. I'm an independent demonstrator coming from you from Fort Myers, Florida. And for those that have been following me for the last several years, I'm having some issues with software problems, and I've got a new desktop document reader that I'm trying to use, and I just was trying to go live this afternoon and unfortunately was not able to, so I'm going to record this, not to hold you up for our Fundamental Friday. So today, before we get started, I do want to talk just a couple of things about things that are going to be coming up soon that I'd like to have you sign up for. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera down, and give me just a second. I'm going to flip it down and then we'll get started because I want you to be able to see this on my desktop. Okay, there we go. All right. It's January 5th is the deadline. I've extended it by 1 day to let you sign up for my paper and ribbon shares. And this is the information that tells you about what a paper share is and what the costs are. So in the new catalog that's going live on January 7th, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 papers that I'm going to be sharing. There are some extra specialty papers, but I'm not including those. For those 8, I will cut them either in 6 by 6. If they're 6 by 6, they'll stay that way. Otherwise, they're going to be cut at 6 by 12. So it shows you're going to get 56 sheets. Technically, the majority of these are 12 by 12, so double that, and you'd really be getting, because you're going to get 2 on a sheet, okay? So right now I've got it, you're going to receive 56 sheets, which should be the total for all four of these papers. And then also I'm doing a ribbon share. I'm only going to include the 3 new ribbons. You're going to get almost 7 yards of those 3 ribbons, and that's $24, and that does include shipping. And if you'd like to purchase the both together, then you'll get a little bit of a discount, and that would be $60. And you have until June 5th. I mean June. I wish it was June because it's cold here in Florida. January 5th. To get your information in and registered, and this is the link, and I'll bring this up a little bit higher to go to my Google form to fill that out. So I wanted to give you that opportunity for that as well. And then the other thing, there's 2 other things, and I don't, oh yeah I do, no I don't. I am doing, as I've always said for the last 2 weeks, I'm trying to start doing some additional things to encourage you to shop with me if you don't already have a demonstrator. If you do have a demonstrator, that's fine. But anytime you place a $35 order in my online store through Sunday evening, then that week, that previous week, you will get the week of Sunday. You will receive any online classes that I've done through Facebook or YouTube. You'll get those card kits for free. If you place a $50 order, you'll get the same card kits for free, but you'll also get a full pack of embellishments. And when I say the card kits, you'll get everything that's stamped and, I'm sorry, it won't be stamped. Everything will be cut, scored, and punched or die cut, and then you would just use stamps of your own for the sentiments or whatever it is that we've done on that particular set. The other thing that I also wanted to mention is I've got a survey that I would love to have you all complete for me. It'll take probably about 5 or 6 minutes, if that. I would like to get your input on what type of classes that you would enjoy having, and these are going to be online paid classes, and I'm looking at doing video recordings, tutorials, various things, so you'll see. So if you have time and you're interested, please leave a comment that says survey, and I'll send you the link for that survey. And I'd like to get those back probably by no later than, well, since we're early into this week, I would say the 15th of the month. I'm trying to plan for this year, and that's going to really help me as far as my business and what I would like to have done, what I'd like to do to help you enjoy more crafting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, the stamp set, I don't have a picture of the stamp, I'm sorry, of the card, because I just took it downstairs to give it to one of my neighbors for their anniversary. But we're going to make it, and you'll see it when we get done. I am going to be using the textured floral stamp set, using this flower and this leaf, and I've already die cut them, but this set you can purchase. It's still available, and this is in the catalog, and it is called Textured Florals. You get 13 die cuts and 14 photopolymer stamps. All right, so just keep that in mind as well. Now, the paper that I'm using is a celebration paper. Now, we'll be starting celebration January 7th. And if you're not on my newsletter, I would hope that you would join. I will be putting information out this weekend regarding a new join event that you can get there's 2 options that you can take advantage of. And I would highly encourage you to think about that. So for $99, you're going to get $125 in product plus an additional, I want to say probably $30 or so in additional products, and I'll have pictures of that. I can't do pictures, but I can do the markers. You'll have a choice of picking out 2 sets of marker, like brights, subtles, or whatever. That would be 10, so you could choose 20 markers. And you can also receive a stamp set. But we get to pre-order when a new catalog comes out, and this is one of the celebration papers that you can get. Now the price, they have increased it, so with a $60 order, then you will get to choose quite a few items in that price range. And this is a 12 by 12 paper. There are 12 sheets, and it's 6 designs, and you get 2 each of 6. So I just wanted to show you what these papers look like, and I'm going to flip them over so you can see the back sides. The back sides, most of them are plain, like the green here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's my 6th one? Must be, no, 1, 2, hang on, 3. Oh, there we go. There's one hiding. 4, 5, 6. I love these papers. Now Tuesday, hopefully I can get my recording ready. We will be doing using our new Ocean Friends stamp set and paper, so make sure you come back to watch that. Now this is the back side of those papers. Oh, let me flip it this way. So the back side of these papers, this is the green that you see right here, and then you've got this beautiful petunia pop, and we have some peachy color. We've got the new Shy Shamrock. In here, we've got some of the Berry Burst and the Azure Afternoon Blue, which is absolutely stunning. This would be great for a background of clouds and sky. So that's what we're using for this particular card. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Now, we're going to use a card base that is it's cut at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then we're going to score it at 4. I'm sorry, it's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and let me grab, hang on one second. I just realized I have a glare. So let me grab my piece of vellum that I can hide this one little spot right there. All right, so I'm using thick basic white. So again, it's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead, and then you can use this in whichever direction that you want your card to go. I am doing it in the book, the way you would open a book. Now you could do it this way. It's up to you, however you want to do that. But I think the way I'm designing this one, you're going to want to do it this direction. Okay, let me flip this over. And I didn't turn the light on, so it's a little darker in here than I would prefer, but we'll work with that. All right, then the next piece you're going to cut is I took one of the back sides, and this is 4 by 4. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our top of our card base. All right, let me get in the camera, so not that you don't need to see me add glue, because I think everybody knows how to put glue on their cards. And this is what, my apologies for not getting this to you earlier today. This is Fundamental Friday, a little late by recording. All right, and then the next thing we're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of coordinating cardstock. And you can, coordinating, yes, cardstock based on your designer paper. So I cut a piece of the designer paper, and I'm using a piece of Flirty Flamingo. And this is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then my piece of designer paper is 3 by 4 1/2. So we're going to go ahead and glue that on here. And again, this is going to be a short video. As you can see, this is a very easy card, but it's kind of another look. I wouldn't say it's a wow card, but it is. It does give a wow. It does give a little interest on how you place this on there. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this up this way so I got my flowers. Looks like, let me see, make sure. Yeah, I think I want to go it like that. Yeah, this way it looks like they're more up right side up than not. All right, and then I used a 2 3/4 circle punch. You can use whatever you have in your stash. It could be a square, it could be a circle, it could be whatever you want. Now I'm going to lay that right there, and what we're going to do, I went ahead and stamped the flower. I went ahead and stamped this flower in Petunia Pop, which is one of the coordinating colors, and then I did this leaf in the Shy Shamrock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these to the front of this piece right here, and then attach this to my card. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some seal, and I'm going to just put some right at the bottom here because I just want to attach my green leaf. I'm only doing one, and I'm going to have the flower going like this. So I think I'm going to have this coming out kind of like that. All right, so we're just going to tuck that right there. Now I am going to attach this to here, and then we will pop this up on dimensionals, or you can pop the flower up on dimensionals and lay this flat, whichever you prefer. I think we'll do that. Let's do that. Let's pop the flower up on dimensionals, and I do have some right here. I'm using and I think I've mentioned this to you all before. Don't throw away your scraps because you can always use these. And I cut off the edges. This particular piece is one that was in one of our paper pumpkins. So I always keep those because you never have enough dimensionals, right? So I'm just going to place this one. It's a strip, so I'm going to place it on this side, and then this is a smaller one. I'm just going to place it right here. And that should take care of what we need to do as far as getting this attached to our circle. All right, and I'm going to lay it on here, and right now I'm just going to place it, and we'll adjust how we want the circle to go. I think I'm going to place it right about like that. All right, so that way it's going to kind of go. Now I do have a little the sticky right there, but that'll be fine because it's going to it will be. Actually, I'm going to trim this a little bit because it is showing. So give me 1 second. Let's trim this piece up. It's showing. I didn't think about the leaf, so keep that in mind too when you're in the process of putting your dimensionals on here. All right, now let's go ahead and just add our liquid glue, and we're going to put that on here flat. Since we popped up the flower, we'll just lay this on here flat, and then we're going to attach that to our card once we get done. And I think I'm going to apply it just like that. Okay, so that's going to go like that. All right, so far. Now I know you're wondering, well, that doesn't fit on your card. I know, but what we're going to do, we're going to move it up just a little bit, and keep in mind, now if you're not sure, get one of your envelopes out, and we want to make sure that it's going to fit. So we're going to glue it down, but we don't want to put glue here. We just want to put it where it's going to attach to the card. So I know if I go to right about there, that's going to give me plenty of room to put it in my card. Okay, so just another something you can do. All right, so I know I'm going to put glue right about here, and I'll go all the way down, and this is our Tombow liquid glue. And then I know I need to come up just about right about here, and that's going to fit nicely in my card envelope. All right, so you can see, and I still had plenty of room. I could have added a little bit more glue, but I think that's going to be fine. Now I'm not going to add a sentiment at this point. Wait a minute, this thing looks a little crooked, so let me shift it over just a tad. All right, okay. I'm not going to put a sentiment on it yet. I think what I will do is when I'm ready to send it out, we've got several people. I have anniversaries coming up. I may send this as an anniversary card. And then on the inside, you want to go ahead and write your sentiment or stamp something, whichever you prefer. And then the next thing that we're going to do, as always, we want to use up our paper. So we are going to decorate our envelope. And you want to make sure you look at your pattern paper to see which direction it needs to go in to make it look like it's not upside down, right? So I think I'm going to put mine just like that. So I'm going to come in with my seal, and I'm going to go across the flap of the envelope along all four sides, and then right next to the seam where it folds, okay? And that will hold it in place. And this is cut at like 2.5 by 6. You can really get by with 2 3/8, but I believe this is 2.5. So we just want to get it right up to the the fold line, and don't want to go over it, but we want to get it close enough. And I think we're good right about there. So I'm just going to lay this down. I'll move this up just a little bit. All right, we're going to lay that down, and then come in with your paper snips or your scissors, and you're just going to follow the outside of your envelope flap and just fussy cut. We're just going to come in and fussy cut this off, and then that's the only piece of waste you're going to have from that paper. So this is a great way to use up your pattern paper, and you can put whichever side you prefer. All right, so there you go, a quick and easy card with a beautiful coordinating envelope. All right, and again, my apologies for coming on late today, but I did want to make sure you did our Fundamental Friday. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know this is a short and sweet video, but let me know if you if you create this card. Go ahead and post some pictures for us so that we all can see what you've done and how you've put yours together. And don't forget, you have until the 5th of January to sign up for my paper and ribbon shares. And the new catalog starts on January 7th. All right, everyone, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Bye now.